Hi friends, it's Amy. Welcome to my Bookish life. It is day 2 of Ketchupathon. So let's get to it. Yesterday, I did not get as much reading done as I wanted to. I did get quite a bit of reading done. Besides my Book of the Month books, I'm also working on The Good, the Bad, and the Aunties, which is the third book in the Auntie series by Jessie Sutanto. I'm enjoying it. It's fun. It's funny. It's the same kind of quirkiness that you see in the first 2 books, but it's not as much fun as the first book was. So Destiny and I are reading that. It's actually due pretty soon. So I read some of that yesterday. I read about, I don't have to say about, I can tell you. I read 44 pages of The Lost Story yesterday. I'm in chapter 4 of The Lost Story. I'm really enjoying it. So the 15 years before our story starts, there were 2 boys lost in the woods, and they were found 6 months later just wandering around in the woods. One was very not well and one was okay, you know what I'm saying. So they're found by this couple that's on a date, and it's kind of like the beginning of like a crime drama show where it shows 2 characters and they're like having some kind of argument or whatever, and then they stumble upon a dead body, and then you never see them again for the rest of the episode. Like, that's what it feels like, okay? Because we do not see this couple again. They are not important. They're like nothing in the story. And it tells you that like right away, because there's a storyteller character who is apparently a character in the story, but we don't know who it is that is telling the story, which I think is really fun. But they are found, these boys. Okay, and so 15 years later, one of the boys is very private and doesn't really talk about his life. The other boy is a very well-known finder of lost people, and girls and women especially. And it just kind of like feels like he has an uncanny ability to figure out where people are and things. Mysterious, you know? So Emily approaches the boy who's like the finder of people. He's a man now. And asks him to help her find her half-sister, who has been missing for 20 years, which is a long time. So it kind of is going from there, and I'm loving it. Jeremy is the one that is like the finder of lost people. Jeremy and Emily are very like quirky, funny, bantery at each other, and it's just really fun. Can't wait to keep going with it. And then The Four Winds. I am 68 pages into this, in chapter, which chapter? Chapter 6. So we start in 1921, and Elsie is basically told her whole life how ugly she is. She had some kind of illness when she was growing up that kind of made her weak. And so her family basically just is like, oh, you're just weak. You're just weak. And she's like, no, I'm not actually weak. But she's just told that she's unmarriageable. She's ugly. And it was really hard to read. Like, it was so hard to read the first part, the part that takes place in 1921, because they were awful. Her family was awful to her, and she like goes out one night and she like meets this boy, and he gives her attention, and things happen, and of course things happen because she's actually with somebody who makes her feel pretty, and like her family basically drove her into his arms, and then stuff happened and they disown her because she embarrassed the family. No, it was very difficult for me to read the 1921 part. At sprints last night, everybody was telling me, just push through, it's great. And I'm like, okay, fine. But I wasn't disliking it enough to want to just DNF it, but I was just like, this is so hard to read. So difficult, because it's so hard to see somebody be so awful to their own daughter. Yikes. But yeah, 63 pages into this. Glad I'm getting to this one finally. I'm very sad actually that it's taken me this long. But this is really intimidating. This would be my nature. It can be my nature if I don't get to something else, because the woods is where people go missing. It's a found family. Literally find. So it's a found family. It's also kind of family. So I could have my family and my friends invited to my cookout in the park. And it is actually very colorful. So I could have a fruit salad with this. This one could actually be hamburgers and hot dogs. So I can have hamburgers and hot dogs at my cookout. It's pretty simple, so I could have the simple cover. The wheat is a food, so it would be, what's food on the cover? A veggie platter. And simple cover is baked beans. Is that it? I think that's it. Oh, but this is also a buddy read, so it is an activity as well. And I did sprints last night, so I've already done 2 activities. So I already have bocce ball. So that's fun. I'm very excited. Anyway, Jamie, the lovely Jamie, is a subscriber of both Krista and I. She also has become a very dear friend through BookTube. She has every year made bookmarks for Ketchupathon. So this was the first one for the Build a Burger, and this is the second one for Build Your Own Sundae. And she made bookmarks for this year, and I did film myself opening it, so I'm going to insert that here. I received a very fun envelope. Jamie, who is a wonderful friend of both me and Krista, has created bookmarks for every iteration of Ketchupathon. They are all, they're just out of reach, but they're right up there. And I love them. She's so creative. She was able to come up with some bookmarks, and that's what's in this envelope. But she says, "Hi, how are you? I hope all is well. So glad to see another round of Ketchupathon for the summer. Always looking forward to it. Also had a lot of fun creating bookmarks. I hope you like them. Be well, my friend. See you in sprint soon." She is such a sweetheart. Oh my goodness. Let's see what she came up with. Oh, they're laminated this year. Oh my God. Oh, and, they have, okay, this says Ketchupathon 2024, and look at these cookouts. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. And then Reed S'more and Mallow. That is awesome. I love that. Oh my gosh, those are s'mores in the background. I love that. I love that so much. And one of my books does not have a bookmark in it yet. So, one of these are definitely going to be used today. I am so excited. This is so nice of you. Thank you so much, Jamie. Aren't those adorable? I'm so excited. Okay, so my tassel broke. So sad. I don't know how to fix it, but I don't want to throw it away because I feel like maybe I could figure out how to fix it. I'm so sad about that, but that's okay. I don't need to have a tassel. I just love that they do this year. But yeah, they're so cute. In use right here. Oh, love it. So, I don't know if anybody saw my face on sprints yesterday when my tassel broke. I was devastated. It was a thing, but I was trying to hide that I was devastated. Anyway, how did your first day of Ketchupathon go? I hope that it went well. I hope that you got some reading in. I hope that you had a great day. I had a wonderful first day. I actually had the chance to meet with some friends for supper who also happened to be colleagues, but it was just so good to catch up. See, I did all kinds of catching up yesterday on the first day of Ketchupathon, but it was a great chance to catch up with them and just see them and laugh and, be around people. So that was great. I had a lot of fun. It was a very, very good time, and I loved doing sprints last night. Sprints were so fun. We had some snafus there at the beginning, but it was, I knew in the end it was going to be a good time, so I wasn't too worried. Yeah. So let me know how your first day of Ketchupathon went, even if you're not participating. I would love to know how you have been doing, what you've been reading. Let me know down in the comments. I love to chat with you down there. Commenting, liking, and subscribing will really help my channel grow, and I so appreciate you for doing that. I hope you're finding something wonderful to read, and until next time, happy reading. Bye.